okay, here's a good example. I was in college. I think I was a sophomore in college, and I had a wireless battery-powered razor in my pocket because I had absent-mindedly stuck it there a few days previous and hadn't taken it out. So I'm sitting there at a table with my friends, and I realized I had forgotten to shave this morning, and I was just feeling embarrassed that I was unshaven, because that's the thing that you should, I mean, that is culturally acceptable in Provo, is to always be shaven. And I'm like, well, luckily I just have my shaver in my pocket. So I took it out and I started shaving. And then I just stop, and all of my friends are just looking at me. And I stop to it and I think, okay, whatever I'm doing must be socially inappropriate based on the facial expressions of like everywhere from mild embarrassment to shock that people are giving me. What could I be doing that's socially inappropriate? And I started thinking back, and I'm like, okay, I'm shaving, that's out of the normal. And then it just popped into my head. Shaving is something that you do in a bathroom, and things that you do in a bathroom are generally not socially appropriate in the Wilkinson Center. And so I apologized and I said, I'm sorry, I didn't even stop to think this might be strange. If you could excuse me for a moment. And I went and I shaved in the bathroom instead. But like, that was just something that didn't even dawn on me, that shaving at a table with my friends would be a problem. But then, like, in retrospect, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, that's just failure to generalize from things that are done in the bathroom should not be done in public. That's sort of the thing. And if you can imagine, especially for somebody who is young with Asperger's syndrome, take a faux pas like that and then multiply it by like 50 per day. And that's what it feels like to be Aspie. You're just constantly doing things wrong all the time. You're offending people, you're making people angry, you're saying the wrong thing, and it's all just because you don't realize that there's a rule against it. You don't realize that, socially speaking, there's an entire library of different things that are just unspoken but you're supposed to know, and if you don't do them, you're weird and nobody will tell you why. And that I think is probably one of the best examples I could think of what it's like to be Aspie.